Alright, welcome to day 4 of the challenge. Starting out, I had a pretty good morning coming into a quick trades. I ended everything before afternoon. So I looked at SPY and MU off the earnings, and then SPY since there's some news on the war escalation. So made about $227 a day, and then shift over into the next screen where I did all my trades. So I started off the day playing Spy. I noticed the VWAP was breaking, so I took the initial one at 923. Then I noticed that it bounced off the high for the day, also 937. So that's why I doubled down. And then I ended up selling shortly in like an hour after for 430. So that was a pretty big win. I think it's like $100 win right there. And then also another trade I took was MU. MU had good earnings, even though market sentiment was down. I saw that people were buying up the dip. I noticed that it was above VWAP, even above, even before opening. So when it opened and it was above, I was hesitant. So I just tried to stick around the 30-minute window where I waited out and then I played for the upside. I did get stopped out. So I had like I think a 10% stop loss just in case anything went wrong. So I got stopped out. Very unfortunate because if I didn't get stopped out, I would have had more gains. So let's shift over into the next screen, which is tracker. So I break out down the window, 30-minute window. So this is like the low for the day, 655, and then high for the day was 659. So I noticed that initially we already are above VWAP, so I don't typically want to take that trade. Just want to wait a little longer and see how the market goes on. So as soon as it hit the around the 9-minute mark or 9:30, then that's when I started playing puts. I started playing puts around here, if I'm not mistaken. It was 9:23, so 9:23 was right here. Notice a couple candles under VWAP, so I started playing it. Got to the downside, didn't sell here, and then it reversed on me, so I was like, oh no. And then this is when I bought again, so 937 if I'm not mistaken. 937 candle is when I bought again because I saw the bounce off the top, so it was pushing for high of day, and then it bounced off. So and then I started taking down the downside, held it for a little longer, and then I eventually sold at, let me see, I think it was like 10:45. Yeah, 10:45. 10:45 is around here, so it was pretty good exit window for me here. If I had kept it, I think I would have been more okay, but yeah. And then if we look at MU, for example, MU, they had a really good day today and I missed out on a lot of it. So I played around 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock was this candle. I generally didn't want to play it, but I saw SPY was heading up on the high side, so I wanted to ride the wave. And then I think I stopped out like right here when I set the stop loss. So I was up at like $300 one day at one point. Then I put a stop loss and then I got sold out on this candle and then it kept going. So very unfortunate timing, but yeah, I think I saw the option hit like 2000, so unlucky. But yeah, it happens. So having a stop loss is better than not having one. So and I can continue the challenge. So yep, that's pretty much all the trades I did for today. So something short and simple, and then continuing onwards to 18,000. So see you in the next one.